Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. As you can see down in the lower right hand corner, we are in version 1.0.2. We've had a couple updates since my last recording, which was last week, and that is fine. They were just fixing some things, tweaking a couple things. Nothing that really would have affected the outcome of our last game, which, if you remember, was the death of Valentina, the new Kerbal that they had put in the game, the new girls. That happened because we came down nose first and without a heat shield. I have been test playing since then, and I'm still having some problems with flipping over, but I think I've got it mostly worked out. We'll see in this episode. So anyways, let's get this thing started. Alright, so here we are back at the Space Center. I think the one thing we want to do is we have 427 funds. We need to update our launch pad, our contract system, and our navigation. Those three things will help us out. But I think they're 75, 75, and probably 150, I think. So we have 150, 75. That will help us out with that. 75. We also need to do the astronaut complex so Kerbals can get out other than where they are. So I think what we need to do a orbit. I think that's where Valentina failed. So we're going to need to do an orbit and then try to do a moon flyby, but I don't know if we'll have enough time today. So let's go ahead and upgrade our launch pad. That gives us so we can have a little bit more weight, or the vessel size weight is 18 tons, which is what's holding us back right now. That moves it up to 140 tons, which is great. So we're going to go ahead and update that. We are going to maybe fix that one, not yet. What was this one? Yep, this one makes it so Kerbals can do EVAs, so we need that. And that was 150. What were you, 75? Tracking station upgrade required for flight planning. I don't know if I actually want to do this yet. We do need the patch conics. Let's see, and we actually didn't get any signs from that last one bit because it was a failed mission coming back home. Alright, so let's go ahead and... what were our contracts? So we got some tourists, over Kerbin, and a escape trajectory. Nope. Alright, so here we are in our VAB. Let's go ahead and start building our rocket. Alright, here we are at the launch pad. So what we have is we have the 3 boosters going off at the same time. Their thrust is limited down to 61%. So then after those three go, then we will kick off the main engine that will use up these 3 fuel tanks. We then have a stack decoupler, which will then kick off this guy, and then another stack decoupler, and we have our main science gathering tool up here, and then we have a couple things tucked away in here. Kind of we have an emergency chute just in case this guy burns up. Like I said, when I've been doing my tests, I either flip over and explode, or I come in and for whatever reason, even though I'm facing the right way, my parachute burns up, and so then I'm like, well, no, I'm just going to crash and die. So I've been tucking away a parachute in here, and then that way, if after I come in and I've gone through my atmospheric effects, if this parachute survives, good, I just cut this one. If this hasn't survived though, this is just kind of a backup for me. So with that, let's go ahead and launch. I don't think we have any contracts. We do have a guy right here. I'm not going to do that one. Oh. So we're going to go ahead and launch in 3. Of course, we have Jebediah with us. I'm going to turn on SAS, launching in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, successful launch, so that's good. You do want to start pitching over a lot more. With the changes in the atmospheric effects, the start pitching over at 5,000 meters is no longer in effect now. You will surely die, or your rocket will go out of control. Once Jebediah levels up, it's a lot easier to start doing gravity turns a lot faster. So we're just going to kind of do a janky orbit and then come back in. There's that. We're going to go ahead and jettison those. Go full blast and take that off. We'd like to start to pitch over a little bit more. You don't want to be too aggressive in your turning though, because it will knock you all the way out. Let's see where I am. 60, 70. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cut it there. We're almost out of the atmosphere, so doing the effects now won't be too detrimental. There, we're in space now. There we go. That looks like an orbit to me. Now let's go ahead and do some science. Alright, I think we're going to do one orbit, and we're going to try to come back down kind of where we normally do. Alright, so that puts us about home. We're going to go ahead and ditch our last stage. Alright, so I'm hoping that since I am doing a bit of a shallower entry, that I won't take as big of a hit as long as my electrical charge holds out and I'm able to keep on that retrograde. I think we should be okay. Do small little maneuvers to keep me on that retrograde. All right. I don't know what that was, but I'm glad it wasn't me. And boop, touchdown. another quick mystery goo here. Alright. Alright, 33.8 science earned for that trip, bringing us to a total of 34. Another 4,361 parts recovered, bringing me to a total of 266. I can now upgrade that last thing that I need. And he advances to level 1. Excellent. So let us upgrade that one part right here. I think that was all I needed. There's that. Is he already upgraded or not? Oh, no, can't do it just yet. Oh, what the hey. Alright, so there's that. Let's use some of our science. What I need is batteries. That's what I want right there. That's what I want before anything else. Yep, so batteries it is. 45. Oh, I don't have enough. Boo. Alright, so now let's take a look at... Let's head back into the VAB, I think. Alright, so here we are. We have the same ship again. We didn't actually make any changes. Yeah, we didn't make any changes. We are going to make a run for the moon. We actually won't. I'm fairly confident that we won't actually make it out there, but we'll make it out into a little bit farther into space. And then we will do a re-entry as well. So with that, I think I will cut away for most of the launch only because we have seen that before. So while off camera real quick, I did do that one little contract, which was just testing that one little part. No big deal. It would just get me $1,000 and a one thing of science. So with that, we have Jebediah with us again because he is our only pilot. Not pirate. I think he would make an awesome pirate though. Anyways, so he has leveled up. So as you can see, we have those maneuver things over here. Those are always fantastic. That helps us stay on track. So with that, let's get a launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Successful launch. Alright, so that's an orbit. 83 by 123. There's the moon over here. I'm going to do a focus a target. 1.1. That's close enough. I don't think we're actually going to make it out there though. Alright, so like I said, I don't think we are actually going to make it out there. We only have 51 units of fuel. I'm going to go ahead and turn back on that. We have to be very careful with our electrical charge. Alright, there's that. Let's go ahead and light this up. So what we're going to basically do, we're going to burn as far out as we can go. If it takes us out there, then good. If it doesn't, though, I'm not going to cry about it. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, there we go. So we have pretty much just a drop of left. It's as far as we're going to go, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to head out here. That will give us some more science, though. It will give us farther away science. So we're going to actually just warp to there. It's one of those new features that they have. Enables us to warp to that specific place. There we go. Boom, it puts us back there. So while we're out here, go ahead and do some more science. The high radiation environment causes a few of the samples to glow. It looks like that would be fun to paint the rockets with that. 25 science for that one. Or, sorry, not 37 science for that one. We are going to open this guy up. Do a mystery goo. 15 science for that. The goof wheel's right at home here. We're going to go ahead and do a crew report. 7 science for that one. It is very round. Good job, Jebediah. We're going to go ahead and do an EVA report as well. One thing I have noticed with 1.0 is that Jebediah has been hanging on. I like that. 12 science for that one. Head back in. Alright, let's close this up. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring this back home now. Let's go ahead and face that retrograde. 83. $42, $30. That puts us back in the atmosphere. There we go. So, let's head back home. We are coming down a little bit faster this time. You stop. Hold that retrograde. Jeez. Hold that retrograde. Hold it, Jebediah. Hold it. Hold it. Excellent job. Excellent job. And boop. Alright, Jebediah, even though you didn't stick the landing, I'll still give you a little credit. Highlands. Alright. Close this back up. Head us back in. I think that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode, though. Oh, but first, wait for it. 74.4 science, bringing us to a total of 109. Let's see, we got 1,237 funds back, bringing us to a total of 31,000. And Jebediah gets no extra XP. So anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this episode. If you enjoyed this video, please like it by hitting that thumbs up button. If you didn't like this video, you can also like it by hitting that thumbs up button. If you want to follow along with this or any of my other series, please subscribe. And to join in the conversation, please leave a comment below. You can find links to my Facebook and Twitter pages in the description. As always, thank you for spending some time with me today. My name is Rob, and you've been watching the Robear Nation.